YouTube videos, here we come. There's Miss LaVonne. Oh
Best thing to do is take table numbers.
that would be a good. Hello, and welcome to this week's video, which is part of the YouTubers Flea Market Flip Challenge, and it's hosted by LaVonne at Statement Designs and myself, Kat from Owling Dog. And yep, this week LaVonne and I just happened to pick jewelry armoires. And this is a little one. A lot of it is plastic. I'm not really sure if I'm going to leave it or pull it off. The only deal with the challenge is that it has to be, a cheap challenge, $40 or better. And you can use a flea market, but if you don't have a flea market, you can go to Goodwill or the side of the road or whatever you do to get your furniture. So yeah, we did end up going to a flea market in Pennsylvania, and I mean, I haven't gotten a good look at this. It does have some problems I can see. I don't know if this separation is actually supposed to be here, or whether that does come out. Interesting. I guess that's probably the way it's supposed to be. I don't know if I can get this to sit any better, or whether I'm going to pull off any plastic pieces. We each got our armoires. I won't speak for LaVonne, but I'll just speak for myself. I like to get these when they're not too dirty. I won't take one of these if it has any soiling inside. That's the part that's really important to me, is I don't want to pull off any fabric on the inside. I just want to freshen it up and disinfect it and feel that it's very clean. If I would feel clean enough, if I would feel confident enough using it, then I hope someone else would feel the same way. So I'm very particular about that. And yeah, I sort of have a design in mind. And yeah, so I'm going to get started by giving it a nice clean and disinfecting and little vacuuming, and take a good look at whatever repairs it needs. So let's get started. I'm not going to do a deep sand on this because it's not wood, so it's some kind of wood material or plastic material. So all I'm doing is scuff sanding just to get a little bit of tooth for my paint. So this is my Zinnser primer. And yeah, I am going to prime the sides. You can see that. And to prep for the decoupage paper. So I have leftover pieces from another project that I did a while ago. It goes like this. So I'm trying to measure it out to see if I have enough to do these sides. I think I'm going to stop and tape off around a little bit. So I'm going to try a couple of new paints today that I got recently. Yeah, and this is a beautiful dusty pink. And yeah, I'm excited to use it. Yeah, I mean, this looks really nice. I haven't used it before, but we'll see. I have my hopes up. The price wasn't that high, and the shipping was free. I don't know if it's always going to be like that, but it ships from Maine in the United States, and yep, it ships, at least in the US, it ships for free. So yeah, I'm excited to use it. This is the dusty pink, and this is, I'll tell you what it is in a second. Khaleesi, and I'll show you how that's spelled. So that's what it's spelled like, and this is the color. So I love that. It's a, I can see the greenish base tint in it, which is one of my favorite warmest whites. So I'm going to do a blend of pink and white. Yeah, so I'm excited to use it. That's interesting. It doesn't have the, you know how it usually has like a little liner on the top? It doesn't. It's um, just the top. So that's kind of cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of little containers so that I don't contaminate the paint. Okay, I am going to start with the legs, and just want to show you I have my two colors, the off-white and the pink. I have a place to let my brushes hang out. I have a little damp wiping rag so I can wipe off my brushes if they get too wet. I mean, too goopy, and I have my mister bottle right here. Okay, so I do like to start with the legs. First of all, I don't know what I'm really going to get. So my plan is to go from dark to light. So yeah, I'm going to start. And I love this color. It's so pretty. I always do the bottom of the legs as well. And I put little feet on them. So yeah. Now my first coat, I'm still kind of deciding my design. So you'll likely see it change. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, but we'll get a start on it. And I'm just putting color down, kind of seeing how it feels, seeing what I get. I'm not concerned about blending right now. This color is pretty though. I'm just going to try putting down some of the white and seeing how that feels. Like I said, I'm not blending yet. I'm just putting down some color. Just want to see what it looks like. You see what my design will be. I usually let the piece kind of speak to me, as funny as that sounds. I mean, it will. I mean, if you look at it long enough while you're working, it will kind of help you decide what that should look like. Um, let's see what this looks like right here. I mean, it's a pretty white, but you know, it's white. I'm just putting down paint. This is just a dry brush. And I'm just kind of playing with the design and seeing what happens with it. That's my dry brush. I have a bee in here, and every time I think he went out, it's still here. And I'm so sad because I hate working with it flying around my head. I was going to do some trim around the top edge, and then I started playing with some molds, and I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to trim it with a mold. Now, I don't know, I don't have a straight mold, so I have to look at that edge, but look how pretty this is. I had this little piece and these empty, let's see if I can show you. These insets, I was going to put decoupage paper there, but then I saw how pretty it was to lay this inside, this little mold right here, so I tried it like that, and I think I'm going to like that, so I'm going to do one here and here. I have to make a little extra mold that will fit in there, and then I can hear the bee. I can't see it though. I think I will put the decoupage paper here. And then I'll look for, I might put a mold right here too. because I think this would be really pretty. So yeah, I'm working on that. Whoa. Okay, so I've wiped off my brush quite a bit, and it doesn't have a lot of paint on it. And I'm just going to do some dry brushing. So around all these edges, I'll go with the pink paint. Okay, I'm going to start with the decoupage paper that I have left from the original pieces that I had. And that is the Angelic Rose Garden, and that's a redesign with Prima. And I have more that is coming tomorrow because I want to do the inside of the doors, and I need to make sure I have enough to do the sides of the drawers right here. So yeah, let's start though by putting a piece on top. And it's because of this round beveled edge, my decoupage paper will go to this little bitty edge that was routed in here. And I'm going to clean that up at the end. So yeah, so let's make sure that we have the right amount. I don't really want this line right here. I'm going to make sure that just barely. All right, so my water bottle is holding it down. And I'm using a pair of my fabric shears. I might take off this edge as well. And this is the edge that has a little bit of a almost a picture frame artwork here. So I'm going to remove that. I'm going to go though next to it just in case I didn't have enough. I won't obliterate that which I have. And I'll do the same thing on this side. Just going to get as close as I can. Okay, and if I have to have a little bit of it on the bottom, I don't really mind. So yeah, let's start with the top right corner. I have my Aleene's premium decoupage in matte finish. And I am just going to go right to this corner to start my application. And this is the rice paper, so it's really, really nice to apply. And you can lift it and replace it. I think I'm just going to put this on here just to, because this has been folded a long time. And yeah, I want to make sure it's going to stay down. And I often use this for decoupage. I'm going to wait for a lot of this to dry before I cut that in, okay? I want the center to be dry because I don't want it to slip around while I'm doing it. So I'm going to apply it. I'm going to wait patiently while this dries. So here's how I started handling the edges of my decoupage when it reaches a sharp edge. I decided to try putting some resin because it's so hard of a finish. And this time, I'm going to mix up some resin And I'm going to put a little bit of the mica powder in it. So this is a very pale, almost a lavender pinky color. And then I'll go around the edge of the top decoupage to make sure that that rice paper edge is nice and sealed and someone won't accidentally pull that off. So I'm going to put on protection and gloves, and then we'll start. Part A and Part B. It's just like anything else. And this is a product that I got at Lowe's quite a while ago. Hi, thank you for watching this week's video. This week you watched us do the YouTubers challenge, and it's a team challenge. Pick a YouTuber and work in a team. You don't have to actually be together. The rules were to flea market or any item $40 or below. It doesn't have to be from a flea market. It could be, from Goodwill or the side of the road or anything that you actually want. No rules in the style, so you could do whatever you want. And yeah, this week is hosted by LaVonne from Statement Designs and me, Kat from Arling Dog. And I am absolutely not sure now what piece LaVonne is doing, but I got this at the flea market in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and I decided to do a very pink glowing makeover to this. So it was in pretty good condition, and there's a lot of details in this piece. So I took the knobs off and I painted them in 3 different metallics, but to me they looked too small, and I knew I had some pink knobs. Now they're not tight because I don't want to mar my paint underneath, and it's a new paint job, so it's not tight. It's just finger tight so that it's not pressing into the paint. What I did was I took these pink knobs that I had them on something else. I removed them, and so they were just sitting around, and I did 3 different metallics on here. Everything, all the products will be listed at the end of the video. Yeah, so I did that. I have the 2 new paints. They're a brand new paint. It's from Kacha of Kacha's Furniture, and it's a chalk paint. 2 colors. I used a white and a pink and blended them together. I also did decoupage all over the top, the sides of the drawers, the inside of the where the the necklace part is, and I'll show you pictures afterwards. What else? Yeah, in the insets, I did a decoupage here. I added molds on this inset, and again, it has 2 different metallics and a white, just a dry brush on there. I have a pink metallic on the edge along with the Dixie Belle. It's a pearlescent glaze. And so there's just a lot going on here, a lot. And yeah, I took some decoupage paper and just made a little glass out of it. So yeah, the top looks good. I did this with a little bit of Restore finish in the oak color, just to freshen it up a little bit. And the hinges are done in metallic. I added molds underneath, which you can see the pictures afterwards. And yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the end of the video. I will list the playlist from all of the participants. Hope we have some participants with this. And yeah, you can either click on the end of the video, or you can click underneath in the text. I'll have everybody linked there, either the playlist or each separate participant in the challenge. So thank you again. If you haven't subscribed, would you consider subscribing? If you like this video, and if you like it, will you give me a thumbs up? And yeah, have a great rest of your weekend, and I wish you all good and beautiful things. Take care. Oh no.
Best thing to do is take table numbers.
That would be a good idea.